That's not working. Okay, let me fix my smoothie. Oh Lord. Happens every single time. Good morning. I always feel so weird after I haven't vlogged in a really long time. Sorry, what are you doing? That light leak has nothing to do with you. But yeah, he put the little lamp, the bulb in the lamp, so now I can talk to y'all. But I always feel so weird after I haven't vlogged in a really long time. So yeah, and also maybe because you in here too.
Me?
Yes, you make me nervous.
I've been here since the first vlog.
You have. But yeah, so it's been a slow morning. Really nice. I spent a lot of time listening to music this morning. Music heals like every part of me. Music is just so healing in general. But when I woke up this morning, I was on my phone. You seen me. You was like, you was on your phone this morning? I woke up and out of habit got on my phone, and I could tell just based on how my nervous system was feeling that I f***ed up and I got on my phone. I think a lot of times I do stuff out of habit. Like, there's a video that's going out Tuesday, which y'all haven't seen it yet, where I talked about I'm in my I don't give a f*** era. And I am, but I think sometimes out of habit I do things that make me forget that I'm in that era, if that makes sense. Yeah, so that is what is going on, or what happened, or what you seen. I don't know, I feel so out of whack. Today we're going to take pictures. So I tried to show y'all my outfit. I don't actually know if y'all got to see it really well or not. I don't know. But other than that, we just taking a few outfit photos. Whenever I first started creating content, like, fashion was my bag. Thrifted. Like, we was thrifting 10 years ago. Was it 10 years ago? Yeah, I would say 10 years ago.
Yeah, your first video was how to style my clothes.
Thrifting and fashion was one of my first loves, and I'm just trying to get back in that bag because I enjoy it. It brings out like my inner child, and it allows me to express myself. But oh, also this whole outfit is thrifted.
My blazer, yeah.
Oh my god, the fit is thrifted. Not the white baby tee, of course, but everything else is thrifted. Healthy Hoes merch. This is like one of my favorite pieces of merch from Healthy Hoes. Got these earrings from Couture Life. I'll have everything, like all the jewelry and stuff, linked down below. Ring also from Couture Life. Necklace from, I actually don't know how to pronounce it, but I'm gonna put it on the screen. This was a collaboration with my friend Vic Styles. But yeah, that's what's going on today. I just wanted to pop in, say hi, let you know I love you. And Homebody vlogs are still, Homebody, why can't I say Homebody? Homebody vlogs, there we go. Homebody diaries are back. I literally just have books everywhere. We just got back home from shooting some content, doing a little laundry, and running some errands. And honestly, I don't I would be completely content if I didn't leave the house again for the rest of the week. Mind you, it's Wednesday. I've had enough of the world. I wanted to come back and talk to y'all about some books that I recently picked up and one that I kind of read. Okay, let's get into it. So, am I in the middle? Last time we talked, which was quite a while ago. Let me just say, I've been in a reading slump. Last time we talked, I was reading Small Worlds, okay? Mind you, I was very excited when I first started reading this book. Like, I was recommending it. And I do think the author is a beautiful writer. But what I think the problem is, and I'm going to give a full review because I'm going to do a January and February reads video dedicated to books. But what I think the problem is, I waited too long. Like I said, I fell off reading a little bit, doing other things, social media, TV shows. So naturally, I didn't read as much. And because of that, I feel like I got disconnected from this book. I even tried, even this weekend, I was really tried to get back in it. And for me personally, I feel like whatever is supposed to happen is not happening quick enough. I don't know. I need a little action because I got halfway through. I was on page, let's see, 129. So I got pretty far, but I think the real issue is that I took such a long break from reading, because typically when I read a book, I finish it minimum 1 week. Especially this size, 1 week is the minimum that it takes for me to read a book this size. But yeah, I end up getting disconnected. But I think I'll try to revisit it maybe sometime in the future. But I didn't force myself to finish this book because I've said this before, I don't want to read something that I don't want to read because it makes it feel like a chore, and reading is something that I enjoy and want to continue to enjoy. So if I want to continue to enjoy it, I'm just like, let me put this down. It's not in alignment right now. Let's move on to something else. So the other books, 2 of these I checked out from the library, and then the other one I end up buying because my library didn't have it. Honestly, I just want to go book shopping. There's a really good local bookstore in Memphis that I want to go to. It's in Midtown. Need to hit them up ASAP. But I really don't have too much to say about these books right here because obviously I haven't read them. But I think what I'm going to be ended up reading next is On Earth, We're Briefly Gorgeous. I've seen this book a little bit on BookTube, and people have really nice things to say about it. The first page, you know what? I'm not even going to make any promises because that's what I did last time. But the first page, it seems interesting. You know what I mean? This book is called The Sex Lives of African Women. And I think it's like short stories where it basically just tells the experiences of different women and their sex lives. I'm whispering that word because my daughter is there and I don't want her to hear me say it. But, the first, there's 3. Hold on, let me get to the page. There are 3 different parts to this book. Part 1 is self-discovery. Part 2 is freedom. And part 3 is healing. So I'm just really interested to see or to read and learn about other women's experiences. I'm hoping to become more sexually aware of myself, more liberated. Yeah, this is a book I end up seeing on Pinterest, and it caught my eye immediately. I was like, let me see my library guide, and if they don't, let me buy it. So that is probably going to be my second read. Now, she's a big one. She's huge. She's thick. Okay? This book is titled The Myth of Normal. I don't know if I even ever said that. And obviously, I haven't read it yet, but what I interpret from that is that so many things in our lives when it comes to our physical, spiritual, mental well-being is considered normal, right? And I think this book breaks down exactly why these things are not normal. Now, obviously, like I said, she's a thickie, so it's probably going to take me a while, and it's not, especially self-help books in general, they aren't books that I just have a goal to necessarily finish, but to learn and reflect on and see how I can apply these things to my life, I probably should buy this book because, the library, you can only check it out for so long. But I am hoping to get everything that I need from it during the time that I do have it. I actually heard about this book from Liz Tran when I was listening to her podcast called Reset, which brings me to my next book. It's not a physical book, it's an audiobook. Now, I am typically not a gal who listens to books. I always tell myself, I don't know if you have the attention span to listen to books, but turns out I do. I listened to, what is the book called? Hold on. I listened to the book, The Karma of Success by Liz Tran. Now, what I loved about this book is that she narrated it and she has a podcast. So it was like listening to a 5-hour long podcast. And I actually love the sound of her voice. It's so comforting and so calming, but I learned a lot. I was reminded of a lot of the things that I already knew, and I highly recommend it. Definitely going to be some certain parts that I go back and listen to remind myself of the things that I needed to be reminded at that point in my life. Yeah, again, like I said, I'm going to do a video dedicated to all the books that I've read in the last couple of months really, really soon, but I just wanted to hop on here and let you know what's up, what I've been reading. I think what I'm going to listen to, because what I found is that self-help books, for the most part, I like to listen to. The next book I'm going to listen to is called The Highly Sensitive Person. I definitely think I'm an HSP. But yeah, like I said, I think this one is going to be my next read. Let me know, what are you reading at the moment? What are you reading? I feel like when I'm not vlogging, I have so much to say. But then when the vlog turns on, I forget everything I was going to say. But yesterday was a really overwhelming day. After we came home, I just kind of like laid down and pretty much did nothing for like 45 to an hour. And I felt honestly so much better. But I decided that, girl, we ain't doing nothing today. We're not doing anything today. I do have a meeting with my manager at 11:15, which I'm excited about. Always excited to speak to Courtney. But other than that, I'm just taking care of myself mentally, physically, and spiritually. I'm going to make sure I'm not on my phone as much, because that literally drains you so much energetically. I'm probably going to do a little stretch this morning, because I didn't go to the gym. Yesterday I did glute day, and I think that kind of aided in the reason that I was so freaking tired. It was a good glute day, though. When I tell y'all the glutes is sore, they are sore. And I haven't been this sore from a glute workout in a long time. So, yeah. Also, I've been feeling really irritable. And I know it actually started yesterday. I know it's because my period is coming. I feel like I was never properly educated on my cycle. I remember when I first got my period at 12 years old, my mom told me, well, now you can get pregnant. And I used to really resent her for raising me the way she did and saying certain things when it, like, just stuff like that. But now I understand that she did the best she could with what she had, with the knowledge that she has. I ain't mad at this. However, I was never properly educated, and I'm now at a space in my life where I don't want to be resistant to the natural flow of nature and the universe, my cycle included. Obviously, at certain stages of your cycle, your body and your mind is going to require different things. Like, obviously, like, y'all know I like to work out. I like to weight lift. I like to run. But when I'm in my luteal phase, or actually, my period, on my period, those things don't suit me. And I think whenever I try to go against what my body naturally needs, I end up fucking myself in the process. Like things end up being even worse. So I have been trying to educate myself on what my body needs and just flowing and understand, okay, if you're in your luteal, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, luteal phase. Understand that, okay, I learned that recently. Also, I use an app called Stardust. My friend Elena told me about it. It's like, it syncs your cycle with the moon and the stars. It's like astrology based as well. It's really, really dope. I paid $2.99 a week for it, and it is absolutely worth it. And it's teaching me so much. But I've understood that at the beginning of your luteal phase, for me personally, I found this. Weightlifting is cool, right? But towards the end or the middle of the luteal phase, which is kind of where I'm at right now, my body don't want all that. She wants, a little stretch, little breathing session for me to better understand myself. And I just feel like any human being who has a cycle, who bleeds, I think it's important for us to understand ourselves, because like shit's starting to connect. Shit is starting to connect. It's starting to make sense. Like, you're feeling irritable. You're feeling, you need to run right now, or you need to eat this certain type of food. Or a lot of times I thought that what often felt like depression was actually PMS. And because I wasn't flowing with my body, I had all of these different symptoms. But yeah, I find it important to understand my body, and my cycle is such a large part of understanding myself. So I'm trying to take that serious. I'm not going to, I know you can do like seed cycling, and I think at some point I do want to try that, but I don't know. I don't like things that seem so strict. Like, I don't really like stuff like that. So yeah, I'm just taking it one day at a time, making sure I'm aware of what is going on within my body and doing the things that my body needs in each stage of my cycle. I know a lot of women suffer from like cramps. Thank God I don't have like cramps really bad or anything like that. I just feel like fatigue, and that's something that I want to, really, it's just like, if you're feeling fatigued, just rest. I know a lot of us don't have that privilege, but I'm learning to lean into the rest when it's time to rest. Also, I will say, I usually don't have cramps, but I notice when I'm eating not as healthy, more processed, that's when I have the cramps. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just makes sense. I think, we want to understand our bodies, but you have to also understand that if you want to improve your cycle and not have, this is for people who have, not me giving out advice. Like, girl, what? This is for people who have bad cramping, and I think it's important to holistically cultivate a lifestyle that is going to serve you and your cycle. Girl, you just syncing with your cycle, not you giving advice. But that I know for sure. Like, that from experience, I can tell you that. I say all of that to say that we resting today. Oh, I made a beet juice. Beets, Honeycrisp apples, which the Honeycrisp apples were so cheap. I don't know why. I'm not going to question it. Ginger and lemon, and it is amazing. This juice is really good for digestive health, skin health, and I just love it. It does taste earthy, but I love the earthy taste. That's all I had to say. I'm about to finish my juice, breathe a little bit, and stretch.